The Impossible Errand order of difficulty. This is a story about the awake explorer whose fifth awakening adventure begins when one ordinary day fills with problems he quickly sorts into small, serious, and impossible. By the end, he begins to question whether the size of a problem is really in the situation or in the meaning he gives it. The awake explorer woke to 3 notifications. Low battery, flight delayed, bank card declined. He stared at the screen. 1 annoying problem, 1 serious problem, and 1 disaster. He plugged in his phone. Annoying problem solved. Then he opened the airline app. His afternoon flight had been delayed 4 hours. Serious, he sighed and checked his bank account. His card had been frozen after an unusual purchase. He sat upright. Disaster. Within 5 minutes, his mind had built a ranking system. Low battery, easy. Flight delay, difficult. Frozen card, catastrophic. He called the bank. Hold time, 38 minutes, of course. While waiting, he walked downstairs to the hotel lobby. The receptionist smiled. Good morning. Debatable. She laughed. What happened? My flight is delayed, my card is frozen, and my phone is dying. She pointed toward the charging station. One of those seems handled. Yes, that was the easy one. The receptionist tilted her head. What makes the others harder? The consequences. His phone chimed. Course correction. A problem does not become larger because fear gives it a larger name. The explorer read the message twice. Very funny. The bank finally answered. After several questions, the representative explained that the card could be restored immediately. The explorer blinked. That's it? That's it. His disaster had lasted 43 minutes. He hung up. The receptionist looked over. Catastrophe? Reduced to mild inconvenience. He opened the airline app again. The delay remained. 4 hours. He began calculating everything it might ruin. The airport transfer, dinner plans, the room he had booked, the person waiting to meet him. His mind expanded 1 delay into an entire failed day. Then a new message arrived from the airline. Passengers on his flight could transfer to another departure leaving in 90 minutes from a nearby airport. The receptionist looked at the screen. That sounds useful. It does. She called a taxi. 20 minutes later, the explorer was moving across town. He watched the city pass outside the window. That morning, each problem had seemed to possess its own fixed size, but none of them had actually carried a label. Easy, hard, impossible. He had supplied those. At a traffic light, the taxi stopped beside a woman pushing a motorcycle with a flat tire. The driver lowered his window. You okay? She nodded. My brother is coming. The explorer noticed how calm she seemed. He imagined himself with the same flat tire. Probably transportation emergency. He laughed. The driver glanced at him. What? I think I may be professionally exaggerating. At the second airport, the explorer reached the gate with 15 minutes to spare. Then the screen changed. New gate, 22. His gate was 7. He stared down the long terminal. This one is definitely serious. Then he caught himself. He smiled. Apparently I'm still ranking. He picked up his backpack and walked. At gate 22, an elderly woman was struggling with a suitcase. Can I help? Yes, please. He lifted it into the overhead rack when they boarded. She thanked him and sat across the aisle. Long day? I thought so. Was it? The explorer considered the question. His phone had needed charging. His card had needed a phone call. His flight had needed another route. None of those had felt small while he was afraid of them. And yet each had required only the next available response. Maybe the real burden had not been the problems. Maybe it had been deciding in advance which ones should frighten him. The plane lifted above the city. The explorer looked down at roads, buildings, and traffic shrinking beneath him. From this height he could not tell which street contained a flat tire, which building contained a frozen card, or which traveller had missed a flight. Everything looked strangely equal. He smiled at the thought. The mind loved categories. Minor, major, manageable, impossible. But fear could make a paper cut feel enormous, and peace could meet something difficult without first declaring defeat. He opened his notes and typed. Maybe difficulty is not a measurement. Maybe it is a judgment. Then he closed the phone. The day had not gone according to plan, but neither had it become the disaster he predicted. As the plane moved through the clouds, the explorer leaned back. There would be other problems. Some would have real consequences. Some would require serious action. But perhaps he did not need to decide how frightened he should be before he even began. One next step might be enough.